Welcome to People with Purpose. This time I wanted to do something a bit different. Usually I interview some adults that on a one-on-one setting, but this time I wanted to talk to teenagers. Teenagers have a different view of the world, so I figured let's try that. And to make it special, I discovered the Team 2994, the Aztechz at All Saints High School in Ottawa. This is a team that participates in FIRST. It's a robotics competition where they spend a bunch of time and energy building robots and that compete against other teams from other schools internationally. It's really awesome. And I figured these students would have a specific or particular or really neat vision of what they would contribute in the future after they became adults, because it's all about people that are 18 years or younger. Let's hear what they have to say. Tell me about FIRST. What does FIRST stand for?
FIRST stands for Inspiration, Recognition of Science and Technology. So basically that means like they're trying to inspire students mainly to get involved in STEM, really like just STEM in general, or to find an option of just joining the STEM-related job fields for them to grow.
Cool. Well, it's a hands-on way to get involved in STEM, really. And why did you get involved in the program?
Just seemed like something fun to do, and it is, and it's proven to be educational in multiples of ways.
Yeah, and your involvement has been to do what exactly?
My first year, I was on the programming team. Well, there's 4 sub-teams on our team. There's like the controls, which is programming and wiring. There's fabrication. There's the business team, and then there is the design team. So my first year, I was on the programming side of things, and then this year I was on the business.
It's really cool. And I learned about this fairly recently, but there's a competition, fairly serious competition with robots going on there. Can you describe what that is about? How does it work?
We go to at least 2 competitions per season, and we build a robot in 6 weeks and everything. We have to wire, build, program, and do the business side of the thing. And with this robot, we go to at least 2 competitions, with their district competitions, and then there we score points and try to go to district championships and world championships. Have teams all around the world, and they compete in this competition, and we work always with other 2 robots to gain more points to win the match, and we play a lot of matches in each competition.
Wonderful. Now, since Team 2994 are teenagers, I couldn't ask the regular question I ask of adults: what is your life purpose? They barely have experienced life at all. So instead I asked what they think they would be doing in 10 to 15 years with their lives. These are the answers I got from the students.
I really want to do mechatronics engineering next year.
Okay.
And that's my backup plan is mechanical, but mechatronics is the first one. So I hope that I can go to like vehicles kind of thing. So I want to start working with cars, and then maybe with 32, I'm already on things that fly, like planes and rockets.
That's neat stuff. So explain to the audience what is mechatronics, because I haven't heard that term before.
Mechatronics is just like combining mechanical and electronics.
I see. Yeah.
So I love to work in like the hardware kind of things. Like I helped build the robots. I didn't actually program, but I love programming. So I was kind of between these 2, and I loved the fact that they had 2 of them. They both together was great.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're talking about flying cars, all the cool stuff we can imagine would be available in the future, and so you want to be working on these things, but my question would be, well, why is that important?
Okay, so we're destroying our planets right now. So I think that 15 years from now, we're gonna find a way to like not only live in this planet, but in other planets. So maybe, I don't know, flying cars that can go out space and then go to another galaxies and then find a planet close to Earth kind of thing. Like atmosphere and everything.
Well, you've heard about the Kepler telescope and the Hubble, which is, so we're looking at, and we found some planets that are in the Goldilocks period. So, it's all interesting. I don't know if we'll be able to travel to other galaxies in 15 years.
No, but that's the point. I can be working on that in 50 years.
But you can be working on it. Exactly. That's the way to. So that's really so your objective is beyond your own personal desire of maybe tinkering with things. You're thinking beyond yourself, it seems.
Yeah, I always loved cars and things that move, so I always wanted to work with that. I didn't know how. But now that I see like programs out of space and things like that, and I got really interested in that, so I kind of combined both of them and said like cars that fly and can go out of space. That's my thing.
Like technology, like it's forever changing. Like also software engineering, like that kind of goes hand in hand with like web developing, because softwares are sort of like somewhat but not exactly the same as websites. So like websites in the future, like I've talked to my co-op like instructor, and he says like how it's going into a whole different direction, like how it's not just about information but ease of access for the people who don't understand, like aren't the best with technology.
Yeah, that's right. Like you have your Siri, Cortana, Amazon, Alexa, right? I mean, if you can talk to your computer, you don't really need to interface with your website as you would by knowing where to click and things like that. Websites will be very different in the future. Like maybe we don't need the websites in the future if your digital assistant just knows where to go to find what you need, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a very different world. But why you're interested in, so programming is one part, but why so much the emphasis in your interest in the websites and the front-facing aspect of programming like this?
So for web developing, a lot of people see it, like they see it firsthand. Like when they Google something on, like if they're trying to find information, the website is what first comes up where they find that information. So it's kind of like, I find I think of it as you're helping other people, just you're kind of making a difference, because if you make that website and make it easy for them to find that information that they're looking for, like it can be something crucial or it can be something simple, like a really easy, simple question.
Like looking up something on Wikipedia, for example. Sometimes it's very mundane. Huh?
So like I just find it like you're helping someone get through their day, like if they're having a problem at work and or having like a fight with, or not fight, but an argument with someone because they want to know like who's better, like the answer to a question.
Right. So now you can make it easy for people to discover whatever they need. Right.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Thanks, Oliver.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't know. Careers are changing so much, like because they have like automated like robots and stuff to do stuff, and it's just gonna keep progressing. So there will be fewer jobs, but there'll also be newer jobs then. So, but very different from now.
Yeah, the world's going to be very different, right? Because of automation, AI, a lot of stuff that need a person now to do will be done by AI and robots. Things that you may participate in actually building, right? Which is cool because you seem to be a technologist, and like you said, you like science and technology. What is the most appealing part of science and tech? Like things that you really enjoy most?
Well, I really like programming. I like to build, but that's not really what I focus on, like what I do now. Like I prefer programming, or even like more of the actual like writing side of technology and like business side.
Part of the business side.
Yeah.
Okay. And why do you think that is what's appealing to you versus everything else that is in science and tech or even art, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I really like to write, and it's just I don't really.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
It's your gut that tells you this is cool, right?
Yeah.
That's all you need. Thank you.
Hopefully something worthwhile.
And what does that mean?
Something that probably like help the world, advance it, not let it go kind of backwards, and just
make it move forward in some way. That's a very interesting answer, because your desire seems to be to just help people in general. You don't have, you don't seem to, at least not right now, a specific vision of career or a specific task or sports or whatever. Your focus seems to be more on community in a way.
Somewhat. It's,
Yeah. What do you think that is?
well, I am quite young, so I don't yet know what I want to really do when I am older.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of the feeling of what I want to do is just help out, kind of.
So you're keeping your options open about how that kind of happens, and you're exploring, of course, with the Aztechz and robotics, because that is a pretty cool experiment, honestly. But it may not be robotics in 15 years, right? It could be something completely different. Do you think the world is going to be like awesomely different in about 15 years?
It'd be really nice if it was. It'd be cool and very, like, quite interesting if the world does change radically in the next 15 years.
So that brings me to a little question to you, because you've put some thought into this in some way. You seem to be saying that there are certain things that are wrong with the world now that needs to be advanced or progressed or fixed. What is it with the current world that you think needs to change most?
I think maybe a little bit of everyone needs to kind of accept everyone a little bit more, everyone's ideas, so that we can help each other advance how the world's kind of changing.
That's a beautiful answer. I love it. Thanks, Mei-Ling.
You're welcome.
It's amazing how these students are able to take the limited experiences they have had so far and then find meaningful and exciting ways they can contribute to our society in the future. I salute you, Tabitha, Sydney, Oliver, and Mei-Ling. With you participating in our future, we'll be going in the right direction. I hope you enjoyed the interview. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share. Please join me also on Clubify, a social app allowing us to share ideas and where you can participate in some of my projects. The link is in the section below. Also, if you wish to recommend someone great I should interview, please let me know. And as always, follow your passion. See you next week.